connect to other parts of the country, not even maybe near the port alone. The train can link to other states, so it's very important for connectivity, and it's called intermodal transportation. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So the mic says, good morning.
My name is Akilaya. Emphasizing on the lecture and the importance of the rail mode to the blue economy. You see, there's no how you talk about production that you not talk about transportation. You understand? And in this case, we're talking about the blue economy. We're talking about the activity that goes on in the ocean. And like he rightly said, whatever that has been done at the port, definitely it must be taken out of the port. And we cannot rely on the land alone. We must look at the rail system. And probably in this regard, I will give kudos to the Lagos State government for the good job they are doing, but they can still do more. So it is very important, especially for these young ones, to know the activity that goes on in the ocean and how to be a partaker of this activity, not just being a marine engineer or what have you. You can also venture into transport system, and this will enable the activity from the ocean to get to the end user. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My name is Caleb Dauda. I'm a medical doctor, so definitely that's not my field. But he made mention of, in an ideal situation, road transport should cater for 30%. Am I right?
You're very right.
Ideal situation. So if you look at Nigeria, because it's not an ideal situation, you see our government, they would fix the road Lagos to Ibadan this year. Next year, they are renovating it again. Why? Because of those big trucks. Because we are not doing the ideal thing. So, sir, kudos to you. And we pray, we encourage you, try to get Nigeria to the ideal status.
Thank you very much.
Intermodal, as she said, is what it's called, young ones. It's intermodal, that's the terminology. It's not really existing in Nigeria yet. And I would start thinking towards engaging large shipping companies that exist in Nigeria, large industries, Coca-Cola, Dangote, where are the other ones? Fanta, all those people that are 7-Up, everybody, Golden Mon, the Golden Go, Indomia, all of them, I believe we should start looking at and quite thinking further. We should force their arms, if not, they will not be bothered. They're the ones that litter the streets of Nigeria with their trucks that kill people accidentally or whatever. So if the law is set, Lagos State is trying, Amata, maybe you should lead this bandwagon of ensuring that they join the introduction of expanding the intermodality of Nigerian cargo movement. You can start talking about it. When you start talking, we'll start thinking about it. So if the government, if Lamata starts taxing them for any truck that has an accident, you will see action. Dangote especially. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Captain, you want to say something?
Andrew, I'm from Command Secondary School, Kedra.
Okay.
So my question is, what if a car and a train like meets at a point? Like now, if there's a traffic in the road and a train was meant to pass,
And the car is on the train track.
yeah.
At rail crossing, there is always a stop. When rail is passing, like before in the past, they used to put gates. They will close the road while the rail is passing. Then after, they open again. So they don't meet except if the car refuse to stop and risk it, because it has happened in Ikeja also. The rail and the
Yes.
government bus.
Yes.
These their buses.
Their buses.
And it happened at
Conveying
Ikeja.
some
Yes.
workers.
Let me add. So the intersection between rail and road vehicle is called level crossing.
Okay.
So in the past, this was a major problem. Now it's going to become more problematic. More problematic. And the reason is this. The line from Ebutemeta to Ibadan has now been co-used by Lagos State and federal government. Before, federal government only have narrow gauge. That's the old locomotive that you see people hanging everywhere. So that's the one you have. It goes in the morning. At least you know that it will not come until evening.
Until evening, yes.
So now they've increased it with standard gauge. Standard gauge, as from the port, has been constructed till Ibadan.
Okay.
So they now have metro. It's not metro per se. It is commuter rail systems.
Okay.
That takes you from Lagos to Abeokuta to Ibadan.
Okay.
That one, they now have 3 services now
From Edo.
from Ebutemeta.
Okay.
They don't get to Edo from Ebutemeta. So it means you now have more frequency. So the Lagos Rail Red Line is also on the same corridor now. So our own service is now, we have about 10 rail movement in the morning and in the evening. So it means that we have more frequency.
Traffic, yeah.
In the next 6 months, Lagos State has invested hugely in rolling stocks and is going to get to Lagos. And the operation will be throughout the whole day. What it means is that
You have the train.
we want to ensure that every 30 minutes we have rail movement. So it means that vehicular movement may not be possible again. So we have an agreement with federal government. Lagos State had an agreement with the federal government that we should do vehicle bridge over so that we have segregated. So we have 10 of it, 10 locations. So Lagos State is to construct 5, federal government is to construct 5.
If I'm right, I think one is around the Pori area.
That's for federal government.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will. Okay, I'm trying to use the right word. Lagos State has actually completed the 5 that they are meant to construct, and that's in Mushin, Ikeja, Agege, Yaba, and Oyibo. We have finished the construction of the 5. But those locations where you saw those accidents are meant to be done by the federal government. Maybe they will start tomorrow, but they have not done it. So that is why we are having those issues. Vehicles, there should be great separation. They call it great separation. It means that vehicular movement and rail movement, pedestrian movement should not meet at all.
Indeed.
Especially when you have high frequency of rail operation. So we'll all be pleading that
Why
they
this
should do
situation?
for them to do their own bit. Thank you.
All right, there. Thank you very much.
To advocate that the rail system in Nigeria should be improved. When we're talking about the ocean, the blue economy, we're talking about transportation also. Moving things, especially our export products from Nigeria to other countries. We have so many from the north to get to the ports are also important. We don't have connectivity from the north to the south, and that is a big problem. I think we should look more into that. Actually, rail transportation needs to be improved greatly. It is faster, it is safer, and it can carry a lot of loads. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Well, my understanding.
Yeah. So Lagos State through
Strategic Transport Master Plan, which was initiated by the current president when he was the governor of Lagos State. He had a roadmap for transportation system in Lagos State. And that transportation system talks about BRT buses, talks about rail services, and it talks about ferry services. Today in Lagos, we have gone ahead to do multimodal transportation systems. Currently, as I'm speaking, we are building 2 interchanges, one in Marina, one in Mile 2. And what will these interchanges do? They are to connect several modes of transportation, ferry service, rail service, and bus service together. Because ferry service is one aspect of the blue economy. And if we, as state, a subnational, is trying so much to invest in that, we're even doing some of our stations, the Red Line station is connected to the airport. Okay. So we are having bus, rail, and air at some. So all our stations of the Red Line, fully completed, operational now, integrated with bus system, and any location where we are able to have access to water, we also connect it to water, so that you have this integrated transport system. However, the massive transportation in the transport ecosystem is actually the one by the port. It's massive, massive. And the federal government are the ones in charge of MPA. They are the ones in charge of NRC. So they are the ones connecting. We despite that it has been removed from the concurrent list, you cannot remove what they have out of the system. It's there already. So what I was advocating in my conclusion there is that because there is the implementation of rail system is quite expensive, very, very expensive. We ought to have started this thing like 50 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but
what I wanted you to clear on is the rail system, building it and facilitating it. Is it within the purview of the federal government or the state government now?
Anybody can do it, even when it was not removed. All you need to get
removed from the federal
all
government.
you need to do is to get approval from NRC. But now it's
right
been
now
it's been removed.
So
however, for rail transportation system, you need somebody who is going to certify you, either international body or local body. But the only body we still have in Nigeria today is still NRC. So we cannot but still get approval from them. No, you understand?
Okay.
So it's been removed.
Okay.
But till we speak, currently the Lagos State government is also in the process of creating LRC, Lagos Rail.
Okay, so what Lagos State is doing, other states can do also.
They can.